Hi everybody. I'd like to show you how to set up an email delivery of your blog, or a way for people to subscribe to your blog so that it can be delivered to them via email. And unfortunately, we don't have this as a default option inside of ActiveRain, so we're going to have to use a tool, and it's a tool from Google called FeedBurner. So what you can do is you can go to feedburner.com, and essentially we're going to take an RSS feed of our blog and we're going to turn it into a way that somebody can subscribe to our blog via email. So the first thing that I would need to know is, what is the address of my blog? And so I come here, and wherever I'm at on ActiveRain, I can always come to this My Home page, and then I can click on My AR Blog here on the left, and that's going to give me the address that I want for my blog. So activerain.trulia.com/blogs/Kellen the Great. We're using my son's blog as an example here. So we're going to come in here and copy that. We're going to come back here to FeedBurner. Now, FeedBurner is a tool of Google, so if you already have a Google account set up, you're probably going to have a FeedBurner account. But when you go to feedburner.com, it's going to ask you to log into your Google account. I'm logged into my Google account here, and it's going to essentially redirect me to this page. Now, if you don't have anything, which you probably won't, like I already have a feed for the ActiveRain blog and for my blog, I'm going to make one for Kellen's blog. So I'm going to come in here and paste in that URL. So http://activerain.trulia.com/blogs/ his username. And there's one last little thing I got to do in here. I'm going to do / and then RSS. And that's going to be the actual RSS feed for Kellen's blog. So any of our blogs, the RSS feed is located at the address of our blog / RSS. So you will just add RSS in there. I'm just going to hit next. When I do that, it's going to say, oh, hey, welcome. Let us burn a feed for you. And it kind of goes through. Now, the feed title and the feed address. So this is going to become, feeds.feedburner.com /Trulia /HDSR. I mean, they're just kind of making that up on the fly. It's fine. I'm not going to change that for this particular example. Growing up is hard. I might leave that. Whatever the title of your blog is right now, that's going to be what they pull through as the title. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit next here. And it basically says, okay, hey, congratulations, it's done. But the thing we want to do now is we want to come to this next. And when we get in here, it's going to say, hey, there's some other stuff you can do. Let's just keep hitting next until you get to this page right here. And at this point, what we want to do is we want to come up here to the Publicize tab. We're going to hit Publicize, and then it gives us a bunch of options over here of what we can do to publicize this. And what we want to do is create the opportunity for an email subscription. So I'm going to come in here and say email subscription. And it's not active right now, so I'm going to hit activate. And when I hit activate, what it's going to do is it's going to give me essentially two ways. It's going to give me a piece of code that I could use as a link, and it's also going to give me a form that I can embed somewhere. So there's a couple of places where I could embed this form. Let's go in here and copy this form. Now let's come over to Kellen's blog, and I'm actually going to put it in his blog settings here in two areas. Okay, the first place, and I've already actually got it in here, is going to be in this additional information area. So I'm going to paste it in there, and then just above it, I'm going to say subscribe. Maybe I'll even do it in all caps. Subscribe to my blog via email. All right, and I can just come down here and hit update. And that's now going to show up on Kellen's blog on the right-hand side here, down into this additional information section. So we can see it showing up right here. There's a chance for somebody to subscribe to his blog. I could come in here and subscribe to Kellen's blog. Hit subscribe. It's going to say, hey, boom. Here's how somebody would go through QRYLKIHN. And I've now been subscribed to his blog. The other place, and maybe even a better place to put this, would be come back here to my blog settings, and you'll see I already have it in here. But in his signature area. In order to get that in there, I basically just came in here and inserted this piece of code again in the signature area. So that drops it in there. And, if I wanted to I could do something like that, right? Just hit update. And now when we were to go to any of Kellen's blogs, boom, let's go in here and take a look at his blog real quick. We can see at the bottom that somebody can subscribe to his blog via email. There's one other way that somebody might consider doing this. So let's say Kellen was writing a post about a subdivision or a condo complex, and somewhere in here he wanted to have a more visual call to action. What he could do, let's go in and throw the image in there. So let's say down here somewhere, he was going to put this visual call to action. So we're going to come in here and upload our photo. And I created this photo using iPicky.com, IPICCY.com, iPicky. But we've got a little image here where we're just basically saying, hey, click here. Let me make this a little bit smaller, 400. Boom. Click here, subscribe to my blog via email, and have it delivered to your inbox each time I post. All we would do here is highlight this, and now we're going to insert a link. But what does the link become? Well, when we come back here to FeedBurner, okay, this is the same place we grab that code for the form. Right in here, this is a full link, right, that includes subscribe to Growing Up is Hard by email. What we want to do is we just want to grab the actual URL in here, which is going to be this little piece right here. Boom. So what that's going to do now, we'll come back and make our image link to that URL. Just say okay. You can come in here and post Kellen's blog entry. Get it out there to the public again. And what we'll see now, well, we've got to select a topic is I guess what we'll see. What we'll see once we post this thing is we'll have an image that somebody could then click on that would allow them to subscribe to my blog via email. The same thing, right? I could come in here and put bob@activebrain.com. I could put my spam prevention in, and they would then be subscribed to my blog. It's a quick, short tutorial on how to get a email subscription set up for your blog so that consumers who find your stuff that might be interested in seeing more stuff from you can easily subscribe to your blog via email.